Hi everyone, Michael here with another edition of First Play, the series where we take a look at games for the first time and discuss design. Today we're playing a special preview version of Marble Muse, created in Unity by a good friend of mine, Kato's Games. He asked me to check it out, so here I am. I see this little note on the board here on the back, which looks pretty cool. It looks like it's going to be the options menu, but it doesn't seem to do anything when I click on it right now. Maybe I actually have to start. I did notice that the resolution seemed to get a little distorted here when I went to full screen mode. This is actually running out of my web browser with the Unity plugin. Here we go. Here are my settings. I might lower the music a little bit. I already did that through the mixer plugin, or mixer control panel in Windows, but we'll do that. Effects volume, probably fine. Tilt speed, not sure what the default is. I'll leave it. Clear progress, good. Alright, but I really like this kind of look of the cork board here. Very seems to fit with the theming of the environment here. So let's choose a level. Very smooth transitions in the menu here, so pretty cool. Thinking some of these little graphics jaggies here are just from the resolution distortion, so I'm not sure. Guess maybe the aspect ratio that was set up for the web page isn't like widescreen the same as the widescreen ratio of my monitor, so not too sure about that. But looks like we've got one level here. Maybe these unlock as we play them. Okay, cardboard box. So I've got different goals here, and okay, my mouse is gonna tilt the ball. And I'm going to pick up these things. Looks like there's some sort of pattern on my ball that doesn't move when it rolls. But otherwise, alright, marble rolling. Oh, and then those are going to create the big one. It's kind of interesting to see the reference of the tilt on the left, the bottom left here with the maze. There we go. Oh, 24 seconds. So I got the silver medal here. I could try again. Let's try one more time just to see here. Cardboard box. So I need to go 15 seconds. That's going to be, let's see, extreme tilt. Now usually in those, old box maze games you couldn't kind of tilt so extremely. So I wonder if, is there going to be, whoa! Hard difficulty or you can't tilt as much or something, but then that adjusts all the times, I guess. Wow, gold is going to be really hard to get. I guess it's about keeping that momentum up. Let's try the next level though. More boxes. Okay, oh, this is pretty cool with the multi-tiered part. Oh, I need to go get this one in crafty. Missed the one in the beginning, have to go all the way back. That'd be a little frustrating. I guess you can use the banks here to help curve and slow you down. Well, yeah, I don't know if feels like tilting like all the way vertically is a little cheaty, but I also noticed there's this path behind. I'm actually curious if there's a secret, so I'm gonna try playing this level again since they're pretty short. But yeah, it looks like there's a little like globe image on the top of the marble. I guess it's supposed to be one of the graphical effects, but since it doesn't rotate, it kind of lessens the effect of the marble rotating. Here, I'm just going to skip that one. So I'd almost try and get rid of that just so that you can really focus on the pattern of the ball moving. Ah yeah, there's a red dot there. Whoops, I died. Try again. Okay, oh, so I start all the way over. I wonder if there'll be like checkpoints in the longer levels later. I'm not sure if they're all supposed to be pretty short or not. Oh, I just noticed that the amount of the yellow stars I've collected and my time is up in the top left. That could maybe be a little bit bigger. Maybe that's because I'm playing it full screen as well. Oh, okay. So I really have to slow down there. It's a little awkward. I wonder... No, I'm trying to use the WASD keys to rotate my view since I'm locked in this perspective. It's a little hard to see when I go around the corner here because the other cardboard is in the way. Ugh. Yeah, I keep thinking that I have longer to go than I do. I'm just gonna jump though. I feel like I should bounce or something out of control maybe. I guess it depends on if it's simulation versus arcade kind of style. Okay, so I collected the red thing, but that didn't... I don't know what that does. We'll see if it gives me anything else at the end. But yeah, I really like. I see that the marble's moving, but I really want to have that exaggerated to really get a sense for this motion that's going on because the ball is perfectly spherical. You know, it's really hard to tell. Like, it's really hard to get that sense of movement from just being on this flat cardboard box. But you know, the other approach is that you switch, like you're the star moving around, even, you know, have it act like a marble, but it looks like a star. So then you really see the rotation and everything exaggerated, and then you could collect the little sphere. So I guess it secret marble found. This isn't the same color as what I picked up though. I wonder if that unlocks an option. Did it change my marble? No. So I don't know what I do with the marbles yet. Maybe that's a feature that's still being developed. Oh, yeah, there's the red one. So is there a secret one that I missed? Is that going to be like the bonus? Like there's one in every level? Yeah, this is probably not one in this level though. Yeah, I don't see anything on the... Oh, can I actually fall off? Yeah. Oh, cool. I can fall off the the cardboard. Okay, gravity works. Okay, in the tube. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of like little marble rolling games about, but it's really cool to see the style of this one with like the cardboard of like, you know, what you'd build in elementary school. There's a little bit of a clipping issue here with this cardboard piece, like actually intersecting with the cardboard below, so that could be fixed, I guess. I see the secret marble underneath there. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I'm assuming, yeah. I'm wondering. I mean, there's part of me that wants to control the camera, just as, you know, that, you know, it's kind of that growing up in Nintendo 64 era where you're like, oh, I have to control the camera because the computer's not smart enough to do it for me. And then there's the other part that's like, well, that's part of the challenge because it occludes some of your vision, so you have to be, you know, look for secrets like the secret ball underneath. Now, I'm wondering, well, it doesn't look like I can get the secret ball and complete the level at the same go. So that means that I'm going to be forced to play the level twice, I think. I'm going to try it here again just to do it all at once, but I don't think I can. And so that's an interesting game design concept. Like, are you putting the secret marbles in there as a bonus for people who, you know, want to go the extra little bit? Yeah, see, it doesn't end the level, and now I can't get back up. Or is it really to force, you know, like, increase the amount of content you have by forcing people to play another level again, right? Like, the way it's set up now is it's not like a special, you know, something to make me feel good. It's like, oh, I found the secret to the level. It's like, okay, I have to play the level again in order to in order to actually get it, because I can't do both. I can't both complete the level and get the secret ball. Well, then how does that work? Since I haven't completed the level, and I'm gonna die when I get the secret ball. Huh. So there's two methodologies to why you're adding secrets like that. It's either as a real bonus to the dedicated players, or it's really to just force like the doubling of your content, which is kind of a cop-out sometimes. And then this isn't good either because I accidentally jumped this and missed the ball, or sorry, the star. So I'm stuck. I can't complete this level. Oops, and I'm hitting escape to actually try and get to this menu to restart. So there should be like a retry key if there's going to be levels that have this one-dimensional aspect. Like once you miss something that you can't get back to it. Otherwise, you could also tweak the level so that you can't get stuck like that. But for some of these games, it's actually hard to, it limits the design aspects of what's available to you if you have to make sure that you can like get to every little point in the level. So sometimes these games will actually detect when you miss a star that you can't get back to and say like, hey, you're over, or they'll have like a reset button somewhere that I can hit to actually get that. So now I'm confused, because if I can't complete the level and get the marble at the same time, how does it work now? Maybe this is just another incomplete part. But see, now I can get the secret marble, but since I can't get back, oh, okay, I got on the back side. That was interesting. So maybe I just have to learn. Oh, okay. Now that's cool. So that's a case where it looks like you can't complete the level and get the secret at the same time, but it looks like you have to be able to do that to actually get the reward. And now that I know that there's actually more physical tricks in this game, that's actually really clever compared to a lot of other marble-y type games that I've played. Is this notion of that I can really do these extreme tilts to really manipulate my environment, like getting over here. Okay. And saving myself from that. Okay, so that's really different. So that's why you have the extreme tilt in it. So that answers my question before. So it's probably not. It's part of the actual design. Oh, and is to have this extreme tilting compared to what you would normally be able to do. That's an interesting kind of psychology and philosophy thing, and why video games are interesting is like you have these preconceived notions of what's possible in the physical world, and games can completely flip that on the side, right? Like I can do this extreme stuff that I wouldn't be able to do if I was just had this cardboard in my hands and actually tilting it. Instead, I've got a mouse and I can do these extreme angles and really manipulate how the marble works. I was a little curious because oh, that's kind of cool how the tube rotates. Is that only when? No, it gets affected by my tilting, not just when the marble's in it. Oh, so now I have to go like this. Yeah, so this is really a unique type of marble game compared to a lot of what I've seen. You had the original Marble Madness, and then you've had stuff. What was it called? Mercury Meltdown? That's what it was called? Can't remember. But you've had lots of different twists on these marble, and then there's like Marble Blast Ultra, and they have more arcadey kind of level of. I'm gonna try again to get this. See how to get this secret marble that I saw floating up there. Let's see. Do I just have to go? Oh. I bet I have to do something crazy like that. So yeah, Marble Blast Ultra had this more arcade mechanisms of not only... yeah, that's going to be really hard. Of not only like the bounciness of the marble, but like all these power-ups and crazy things that could go on. And this one's based a lot more on just physics and these little tricks with this warped concept of reality, of how you can actually do these things that you wouldn't be able to normally do. And so that's all. When you always break players' preconceived notions of things, then that's always interesting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just pulled that off. So now I have to complete the level without dying. That's pretty cool. And I was a little curious at first because it felt like the marble itself was a little sluggish, but I think that's actually required in order to pull off these extreme physical feats, right? Like you're manipulating the cardboard much quicker than the marble itself, and that's what allows you to actually pull off these crazy stunts. Okay, these time things. I mean, that's going to be the challenge. Another challenge in itself is just trying to pull it off as quick as you can and rushing through the level. And so I wonder how sensitive that is in terms of what percentage of players do you want to really be able to get the gold level. Okay, wall ride. Okay, so now this level name is giving us a hint. Now I'm actually manipulating it. And see, now we've gotten to the point, at least I should know at this point, that the little indicator in the bottom left is it's now it's really warped, and so this is really exaggerating the fact that I'm really breaking these actual physical constraints of reality. And I wonder if I can pull it off. Yeah, wrapping around the corner seems to be one of those skills that you're going to have to pick up. Oh, nice. And I got the secret marble. So I hope that the idea is that as you get these secret marbles, you'll have an option to actually, change the skin of your marble to that secret marble. Wow, this is getting a little tricky here. Okay, there we go. And then I go in the tube, which is really neat. Have this tube mechanic. Of course, my next thing's going to be ask for a level editor because I just love those sorts of custom contents in games. But man, this is a lot more unique. Whenever you look at a marble game, you're like, well, how is that going to be different? And oh, I don't know where my end of level. Maybe it's back in the beginning. Oh no! Oh! I was so close. I don't know. Normally, it's appeared right by the last ones I've collected in the chain of ones to collect, but this time it wasn't. So I wonder if I have to go back all the way. Oh wow, I can't believe I saved that, but I also need to go collect this secret marble again. There we go. Okay, and now back to getting your bearings when you're doing these crazy moves, and where gravity actually is a little, takes a little while to get used to. But yeah, normally you're like, oh, it's just another marble roller, but this is actually bringing a lot of unique things that I don't think I've ever seen, even playing myself or just hearing of, is this notion of it's trying to be ultra realistic in terms of how you're, oh, here it is, of gravity and stuff, but then you're warping your mind to actually be able to pull off a lot more stuff. So this is pretty cool. Alright, so going through, oh, there's the secret. Oh, more physics. So now I'm on a pipe with string, and these levels are getting longer. I don't know what the time was. I think it was a couple minutes. It's going to be hard to control and get the tube where I need it. And of course I'm probably going down here near the end. Yeah, I bet this is the end. And there's a lot more that I need to pick up. Oh, I'm off the course. And you can actually save yourself, I think, in most of those cases with the way the mechanics work in this game. But in this case, let me see. Oh, there's an actual... Now, that's the thing I've been asking myself, too. I mean, gravity seems to change a little bit based on... the gravity doesn't seem constant in some ways. Well, how do I... I'm assuming I have to get out through the opening at some point to probably get the secret ball or something. Yeah, I really want the number counter to be a little bit larger. See how many I've got. Yeah, I'm not gonna try for the secret ball on this level right now. It just seems like I'm gonna have to do a lot. Okay, so now the question is, did I get all of them before coming down here again? I'm not sure. That's where in some of these games, or just games in general, where like, you know, if you have a long area that's off the beaten path, you'll have like a checkpoint, so players, you know, are gated and know that they've collected everything in one area before they proceed. But yeah, how many levels are... Alright, looks like there's one level left in this early edition. So this is a traditional wooden maze, but given what I know so far, unless this was just like a proof of concept and testing level that was left in, I'm going to assume that, yeah, I just think I just saw it. The secret ball is on the other side. So, let me hear. I can actually probably in the middle is going to be an easier spot to transition. So yeah, it would actually be really neat with this level is if there was two mazes and you actually had to use the wall wrapping technique to complete the maze, right? Like you'd have, there's actually, you see like actual physical puzzles like this, where it's three-dimensional and you've got the, you've got two mazes on each side, and the, you know, there's walls that partition the maze, and you actually have to flip the whole maze over, get the marble on the other side to complete a section of the maze, and then, you know, go back and forth between the two sides a few times to get to the finish. And that's a really cool concept, especially as a 3D maze. You don't see them that often, but I don't think I've ever seen a virtual one, and this game is like the perfect environment and has set up those mechanics to do such a thing in this virtual world, which I've never seen before. So I think that's really cool. It would be really neat to, you know, take this idea of the traditional maze, flip it on its side, literal, or, you know, flip it over literally, and give you this ability. So there's my final one. But give you this notion, yeah, just doing like that, having a whole nother maze on this side, forcing you to learn this technique to continue, and really warping your mind, because solving a maze that has two sides like that is much, much more difficult than anything else. I think I'm going to have to do some flying here to get this special ball. We're going to try that. Oh, catch myself. There we go. Not quite. But yeah, so, oh yeah, I can just wrap around. I want a little bit more tolerance there. I could have saved that from this point. But yeah, I forgot that I could have tried to get on the little lower platform and then wrapping myself around an existing surface seems to be a lot easier than trying to do this like aerial maneuver. So maybe that's more the technique, but I think I could have recovered there. But anyway, this was Marble Muse, so hopefully it'll be coming out soon on the web, or has already been released. I'll put a link below. This is just the initial preview look at it, so some things might have changed, but thank you for watching, and if you enjoy the First Play series, be sure to check out my Patreon campaign and support me there, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching!